Hi, my beloveds. How are you? Turn you up. Make sure I can hear. Make sure you can hear me, rather. So, welcome, my beloved. Responsible term of hurt people, right? It really grinds my gears. Like, it irritates me to no end to hear people say that. Hurt people. I find it so irresponsible. Hurt people don't hurt people. Unhealed people hurt people, right? I've been hurt. I don't go out there hurting other people because if you've been hurt before and you understand it's irresponsible, it's lack of accountability, it's fear. I get it. I get the fear. I get the familiarity with staying in our pain, staying in our trauma, staying in our hurts. I understand that story sometimes is so we've told it so many times that it seems like it's hold on to the pain, and we relive the pain, and we bring it into new situations and new scenarios and new relationships and new business ventures, and we carry this pain with us, all these areas, by not facing the fact that we've been hurt, by facing the trauma, by facing the situation, facing the person, facing the fact that maybe it was intentional, maybe it wasn't intentional, maybe the person has, maybe you've been hurt by someone and they've passed away, right? You're not going to get a sorry. You're not holding on to a pain from someone that is gone. They're gone. The situation is gone. How long do you want to hold on to it? How long are you going to use that as an excuse to hurt other people in your life? How long are you going to use it as an excuse to not live your best life? How long are you going to use that pain as a crutch to not being who you want to be, right? Then yeah, you're more likely to go out there and repeat it, right? If you don't want to deal with your pains, if you don't want to deal with your traumas, it's going to keep being reflected back to you in your life in some way, shape, or form, right? You're going to see the story playing out again in another movie or a book, and life is just going to keep echoing it back to you because that's the vibration you're stuck on. So that's what you're sending out. That's what you're getting back in. And maybe you're like, oh, I don't want to be hurt, and that really sucked, and don't say that I want that. No, I don't think you consciously want to let the story go. Are you ready to forgive yourself for holding on to it for as long as you did, or forgive yourself for maybe blaming yourself for whatever happened to you? Because that's where the healing starts, right? What's going to happen? When I was connecting to the energies of the collective and about to share this message, I kept getting this dryness in my mouth, dryness in my throat, and I'm like, and I understand because it's hard when you've had your power taken away, right? That pain, that trauma, that abuse, that lie, the cheating, the stealing, whatever, however it showed up in your life, however that pain showed up and has been reflecting back into your life, those are moments where your power is taken away from you, right? And so when our power is taken away, sometimes we lose our voice, right? We lose the connectedness with ourselves. We don't feel about like standing in your truth, like standing in your yes, standing in your no, like not apologizing for your feelings, not apologizing for your actions. Oh, I'm sorry, I can't. Why are you sorry that you can't do something? If you're unavailable, you're unavailable. Why do you have to be sorry? You don't have to feel bad about taking time for yourself, to love yourself, to nurture yourself, to be true to yourself. You don't have to feel guilty. You're not here to be miserable and hurt and stuck and crying and in pain and reliving the trauma. Listen, I've been through shit. Trust and believe, we've all been through things, right? I've been sexually assaulted. I've been abused. I've been traumatized. I've been in pain. I've been cheated on. I've been stolen from. I've been betrayed. I've gotten kicked out of my home. I've taken people into my home. I have, from me, who have hurt me, who have cheated on me, betrayed. I've been through mad shit. Friends, family, co-workers, bosses, right? Been through mad shit. And if it was hurt people, then I should be out here just, well, fuck you. I should be raping people. I should be out here just like beating on people. I should be out here just like blaming people for all of my problems. I should be out here stealing from people every chance I get. I should definitely not give a fuck about my kids, right? Because to them, no, fuck them too, right? I mean, by that thought process, that's what you'd be saying. And it makes no sense. It makes no sense. I've been hurt, so why would I want to hurt someone else? I know what it's like to be cheated on, so I don't want to cheat on someone else. I know what it's like to be betrayed, so I'm not going to betray someone else. I know what it's like to feel disrespected and unseen and unheard and neglected, so I'm not going to give that pain to another person, because I've done the work to go, you know what, over and it's done with, right? What did I learn from all of that? Some situations it's like, you have to learn to not be so trusting. And even though, and that's complicated for me because I see people's like soul self, right? So I see their divine essence in them. And so the 3D shit falls away a lot, which is challenging in this reality because people are still doing 3D shit, you know, around me. But I still try, you know, to see people, but I have also boundaries. Like I will stand in my yes and I will stand in my no. And I will walk away from things that are not serving me anymore. And there are people that I don't talk to and there are people that I do talk to, right? And to me, it's like no hard feelings, but right now our paths are going in different ways. And if my growth and my evolution and my ascension and my healing and my loving myself and my finding myself worthy and deserving, because you can't be here, that's fine. Like, it's cool. Stay over there. I will love you from a distance. And it's never a hard feeling. Like, literally, I got love for everybody. But when I'm in this mode where I need to like heal and be one with myself and take stock of myself and my life and see where things are going, no one else can do that for me. No one else can do it for me. I have to do this. I have to walk this path. And so I have to choose every waking moment about some shit that happened in one of my yesterdays, as opposed to focusing my energies on my today so that my tomorrows will be 1,000% better. If I don't want that life anymore, why am I still living it in my mind? And we do that, right? We sit here and we harp on shit and we think and we think and we think. And I know that it can be hard to let these things go. I'm not dismissing what you went through. I'm not dismissing how long it's a fucking cop out or an excuse to go around hurting people just because you've been hurt before. You've been hurt before? Good. Do better. If somebody hurt you, why would you want to do the same shit? Do better. Like, it makes no sense to me. If you know better, you do better. I've been hurt before, so don't do it again. Like, yeah, you're going to make mistakes, and you're going to be the one that hurts somebody sometimes, right? It's not always like a conscious decision, but there are people that consciously have, you will just be like another stepping stone on the way to wherever they're going. Meanwhile, you're stuck. Your life has paused. Your life has stopped. Your joy is stopped. Your flow has stopped. And you're stagnant in this energy in there. Boop, 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 gone. Right? Fired from your job. Companies moving on without you. Your girlfriend left. Living their best life. You still sitting talking about it to any and everybody who will listen. How many times are you going to tell the story? There's certain conversations that I'll give my energy to for like a moment. But if every time I'm having a conversation with you, you're automatically going to drop the vibration of the conversation and go to like the negative shit and just have like a bitch fest, it's quiet. You will not be on the other end of my phone. I won't do it. I will pick and choose if my energy and my vibration. I keep my shit high. And that's discernment with the people in my life. That's discernment with the situations that I deal with. It's discernment with conversations, discernment with people that I work with, discernment in everything. Because my vibration is the most important thing to me. That is my joy. That is my happiness. That is my peace. That is my abundance. That is my health. That is my beauty. That is my success. That is everything. And so do I want to give all of those blessings to someone who would I give them all of my power? Why would I do that? At that moment when the hurt occurred, they already took power. They already took it. They don't get to take it back. No, take your shit back. Reclaim your power. Stand in your truth. It's time for you to heal because that's what you want to do. Look at this, right? Motherfucking fly buzzing around. That's what it's going to be like if you don't deal with your situation. It doesn't go away. It'll be a nuisance in your life. Show up in different areas in your life. So don't think, oh, all right, I was sexually assaulted. I'm not doing anything. You know, obviously I wouldn't sexually assault anyone else. I'm fine. No, are you fine? Are all your relationships okay? And I'm not just talking about intimate relationships, all your relationships. Is your relationship with money okay? Is your relationship with yourself okay? Is your relationship with your health okay? If you have a partner, is your relationship with your partner okay? Because these things are resentments and pains and hurts. How many different forms of cancer is there? That's resentment in some way, shape, or form. That is resentment being held in your body. Whether you feel unappreciated, whether you don't feel seen, whether you don't feel heard, whether you feel like you're responsible for your entire family, whether you feel responsible for, your job, that whatever it is, you're working for your, family's company, even though you never wanted to do it, so you didn't follow your dream, and then you start getting sick. You have so many different types of cancers. You'll have people get into massive accidents, right? And that will have them completely incapacitated where they can't do anything. And other people have to show up for them. Why? Because they were the ones all up in their lives and take the burden off of themselves. But some part of their ego mind had kept them from taking that break, from stepping back, and their soul knew what they needed. And here we go, manifesting these accidents. Right? And that's a big conversation to have, right? When people are like, oh, I would never want that. No, you consciously may not want that, but sometimes your soul knows what's best for you, and these things will put you on timeout. Sometimes you need to go sit down for a minute, right? Put rooms. And what happened? A whole bunch of healing happened. A whole bunch of people reconnected with themselves. A whole bunch of people learned to value their neighbors and their lives again, their families. People tapped into their gifts. There was a whole new psychic awareness going on. The world is beginning to awaken. The skies were clearing. The air was fresher. Animals were coming out. I don't dismiss the awful aspects of COVID. And so COVID showed everyone, guess what? The world can work really, really well without you out there killing yourself. How many people are working from home now, right? How many children have the opportunity to be home and to be homeschooled and to be nurtured and to be helped again, right? To be fed, to have times with their family. How many parents got to reconnect with their children, reconnect with their spouse, It was that, and all the hurting that came from COVID. There's opportunities for us for good and all of the hurts as well. I've learned a lot from the pains in my life. And I've been able to be a support system for a lot of people in my life that have gone through similar things. I'm not just talking to be talking, I'm talking because I dealt with it. And I know that was a part of my soul's contract, to deal with a lot of stuff and to take on a lot in order to show me that you have, I have no choice. You always have a choice. But you have to choose from a space of love and not fear. And you have to love yourself enough to want to deal with the shit that hurts you so that you can let it go finally and you can move on. It's not about the situation. It's not about the person. It's not about the place. It's finally letting that go from your system, from your body. Anyone fucking that fly, see? The past is gone. It can't hurt you anymore. The only thing left now are blessings, are lessons, growth, and a chance to move forward to something better, to do better than has ever been done to you, to do better than you've ever done before, to do better than you thought you possibly could, because this life is about you. And so are you going to sit here and cop out and make excuses? You're going to sit in your today and choose to have a really good day. Choose to feel good. Choose to love yourself. Choose to value yourself, right? Choose you. It's about you. This is about you. This is about you. You need to love you. You need to heal you. You need to respect you. You need to remember who you are. The loving, deserving, perfect creation. You are not what you've been through. You understand that? You're not the hurt just because you went through something. You went through something. It doesn't define who you are. Do you understand that? It doesn't define who you are. You are not that pain, that trauma, that piece of shit scenario, person, whatever. That's not you. And whatever that was, nobody deserves hurts and pains and traumas. Nobody deserves that. Nobody. Not the little kid that's been hurt when they were supposed to be loved and protected. right? Not the partner that should feel safe coming home, right? Nobody deserves that. Nobody. Everybody deserves to be loved. Everybody. You have to stop holding on to your hurts as an excuse to not live your life anymore. Because that's all it is. It's an excuse. Hurt people don't hurt people. Unhealed people hurt people. And it's time for you to heal. And it's time for you to take responsibility for yourself. It is time for you to love yourself. And it's time for you to remember that you are not pain. You are love. You are not unworthy. You are love. You are not stupid. You are love. You are not fat. You are love. You are not short. You are love. You are not tall. You are love. You are not skinny. You are love. Like, whatever it is that you're telling yourself that is keeping you out of the vibration and the knowing of your true divinity and that you are the flesh and blood embodiment of love is a fucking lie. The pain, you're not the trauma, you're not the hurt, you're not the offender, you're not a victim. You are standing tall, conquering here today because you matter, you're deserving, you're worthy, and because you're needed here. You're valuable. You are not that hurt anymore. So it's time to let it go. Be better because of it. What did you learn because of it? Because we all learned something. So what did you learn? Remember that when that power was taken, you also got mentioned times, realms, galaxies across all spaces of time and earth and time and space. Right now. I reclaim all my power. Reclaim it. Cut the cords. Do a cord cutting. Archangel Michael, I ask you for your sword of truth. Come in and take your sword of truth and cut all energy cords away from me, whether they're attached to me knowingly or unknowingly, you know? And so it is. Like, literally, you have angels supporting you, ancestors supporting you, spirit guides supporting you. You have so much support in the higher realms. You don't want to fuck with this person anymore because you just don't vibe with them, or it doesn't feel good, or you don't want to go there anymore because you don't like how it feels, or it gives you bad memories, or this makes you uncomfortable. Then don't do that shit. If they don't like it, so what? So what? So what? You don't gotta like it. I have to feel comfortable with myself. I have to feel comfortable with what I'm wearing. I have to feel comfortable where I'm at. I have to feel comfortable with what I'm eating. I have to feel comfortable with it. Oh, fucking well. You'll be all right. I'm still not going to do what I'm not inclined to do, and you will be strong. And you can get over it. And if you don't, well, you know, I've already moved on. It is what it is. Like, your healing, your well-being, your high vibrational energy is literally the most important thing in the world. Everything. You're the child of the Most High, the pure essence of God, just living life out here in this 3D reality. Fuck a painful moment. Like, live your best life. Remember who you are. That shit didn't kill you. Like, do you understand that? You here. It did not kill you. You understand that? You are here right now. So why the fuck are you holding on to it? To not do shit with my life. I literally could. I can sit here and make 1,000 excuses as to why I should just, I don't know, just not try, right? Not want to do better, not want to explore more than my neighborhood, not want to deal with other cultures. Now, I could isolate myself and build up a whole bunch of walls off of tons of shit. I'm a Black woman living in America that grew up in the projects. I got 1,000 reasons to not justify it. Not doing it. I'm not doing it. I'm not doing it. I'm not doing it. It's not worth it to me. My joy is worth it to me. My fulfillment is worth it to me. My peace is worth it to me. Creating a better life for myself, thus creating a better life for my children and anyone that comes after is like a priority for me. That's what living my best life is. Healing myself, taking a look at like all right, let me see the pattern within like the gender. Cool, let me see the pattern within this part of the world. Let me see the pattern within this pocket of this part of the world. Like, it takes work and introspection and looking at things and seeing how things are playing out in your life, because pains play out in so many different ways. It will be your money. It will be your education. It will be your successes. It will be your relationships. It will be the way you think about yourself and look at yourself and value. possibly one trauma, let alone the myriad of traumas that happened after that. Right? There's a lot. There's a lot. There's a lot. So it's just time, you know, it's time to stop using that really irresponsible statement and as a fucking pass. It's just time. It's like a get out of jail free card. It's like unhealed people hurt people. Don't put all hurt people in the same category. Nope, some of us are doing the work and we never do it. Not consciously anyway. We're not trying to do that because we understand what it feels like. So it makes no sense. Get it? Anyway. So now that I'm done with my lecture, I'm going to pull a card. We're going to start with the healing because it's cloudy. I don't know, it's supposed to be deliciously beautiful tomorrow. So hopefully I'll get to go to the beach and connect with Gaia and her ocean or lakes, wherever. Anyway, thank you, my beautiful team of light, for being here with me and letting me connect with the collective. Thank you to all the beings of the purest light and highest vibration that are here with us, joining us for this conversation as we heal and we take accountability for it. That was quick. Dissolving judgments. I don't have to like the actions of others in order to love my journey. Dissolving judgments. I don't have to like the actions of others in order to love my journey. I don't have to like the actions of others in order to love my journey. I mean, I love when spirit just confirms what I've just been. Like, let's dissolve it. Let it go. It's time to move forward. It happened. It was awful. Awful. It hurt. It sucked. A lot of times we live through our hurts and traumas, right? You're living in a house of hell. You're living with a monster. I understand. No one's dismissing that. No one's dismissing it. We're saying that is not who you are, love. You are pure divine essence of the Most High. That is not who you are. I'm going to deal with that shit later in a minute too. All right, and I'm going to pull a card from the soul's journey. James Van Praagh. All right, that was too many. I'm going to pull one card in my left. There we go. Merely beginnings. I am learning that endings are merely beginnings. I am learning that endings are merely beginnings. Look at that. Look at the geometry on that card. Yeah, did I show you the geometry on this one? I hope so. Let's see. Make sure. All of these cards have beautiful images on them that are like little activations that help us to heal and move forward. So let's take a look at those. Dissolving judgments and death. Be free of the hurts and the pains of your past. Be free of that in which was done unto you and take back your power. Like, you're so... I wish I had the words to express the amount of love that is here available to you right now, that is flowing through to you from the universe. If you'll just let it in, like, you have to let go of this pain, this anger, this resentment, this hurt, this fear, this worry, this trauma, so that you can receive that in which is truly yours, the divine abundance of the universe, like the love, the beauty, the health, just the success, the support, everything. It's all here to flow through you. But you have to be willing to let it go. You have to be willing to let go of the hurt people excuse and be the healed person that stops it. Be the healed person that breaks the cycle, that just ends it all. It doesn't have to continue. You understand that? Like, you don't have to repeat these patterns of pain and dysfunction and poverty and sickness and worry and fear. You don't have to make that your reality. You don't. And it's irresponsible for people to tell you otherwise. You don't have to do that. You don't have to do what's always been done. Fuck that. Doing what's always been done has gotten a lot of us hurt, right? No, I'm doing better than that. I'm not setting myself up for failure. I'm not setting my children up for failure. It'd be irresponsible of me to deal with all of that and just be like, oh, well, good luck out there, kids. It's fucked up. It's wild, crazy world. No. I don't do it with myself. I'm not going to do it with my children. I definitely don't do it with anyone that I say the words I love you to. Never. We're all accountable. I have to be accountable for myself. My friends have to be accountable for themselves. My children have to be accountable for themselves. And then we're accountable to each other in the collective. And so for me to know, hey, we can do better. There are ways to get help. There are healing modalities. I know in the Black community, like, going to see like a therapist isn't the thing to do, right? There's like a lot of stigma with that or whatever. There are other ways to heal if you don't want to go see a therapist. You can journal and start really getting your feelings out. You can, I don't know, if you have a friend that you can actually trust, talk to a friend, right? I use EFT, which is tapping, to work through a lot of like stuck energies that are in my body. I have a video that I did that before. I might do another one later. There's a myriad of ways that you can start taking the steps to heal. But the first way is acknowledging that, yeah, something isn't right and I'm ready to not feel like this anymore. I don't like how that felt. I don't want to feel like this anymore. And maybe you don't even know where it started. Some of us grew up in so much pain that we didn't know that what we were living and dealing with was fucked up until you got out of it, right? You don't know that, like, that's like not normal or not okay until like maybe you're away from it and you're like, oh shit, right? There's a lot. But it starts with like taking a look at your life, like also with our family, that is with our business, that is with our money, that is with our self, right? Relationships in every area of your life. How are things looking? Is there love in all of these areas of your life? Because love is the truth of who we are. So are you living from love in your life? Are you loving the work that you're doing? Are you loving the place where you're working? Are you loving the relationship you're in? Are you loving your relationship with your children? Do you love your relationship with your parents? Do you love your relationship with yourself? Do you love your relationship with your health? Do you love your relationship with your beauty? And the beauty is not just your face, right? Like, what do I say? Beauty is not just skin deep. Like the beauty of like your home, your environment. Like, because when you feel good, good things come to you. When you feel good, you vibrate it out and it vibrates back to you. And it's a delicious little ebb and flow of life of good. So you can keep holding on if you want to, or you can let the shit go already and move forward and stop using the excuse that hurt people. Cop out. Irresponsible. Go forward and fucking heal yourself and do better. Be the change in your neighborhood. Be the change in your family. Be the change that you need. Be your own fucking hero or heroine. Be the answer to your prayers. Everything you need is actually within you. I love you. I love you. Thank you so much for joining me. I just hope this message just resonated with whoever needed it, because it's been coming through really strong and I've been hesitant about sharing it because I know that I tend to get a little emotional and I flip because I think that this is a very irresponsible statement, but it has to be shared. So I love you guys. Thank you. Later.